Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hold On Till Dawn podcast. I'm your host, Erin, and today I wanted to talk about my fundraising efforts for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and how I got started with the 2 benefit concerts I hosted. So, in 2015, the first year I did the Out of the Darkness walk in Philly, they have a donation page set up for each walker. And I think that year I had just posted on Facebook, like, I'm doing this walk. If you want to donate here. And I quickly learned that asking for donations is tedious, and it kind of made me feel bad because I completely understand that there are so many different causes to donate to, and almost everybody has one that they're attached to and that they like to donate towards. So when I'm like, hey, this one's important to me, come on and donate, it's not easy to get recipients, which I totally understand because I have friends that are supportive of this cause and that cause, and I always want to donate a little bit as much as I can. But when you look at all your friends and family and all the causes that they support, you can only give so much. So I was like, I don't want to keep asking people just to donate to this cause year after year. I want to find a fun, unique way to have them donate, but also get something in return. So I teamed up with a local restaurant, and they did 2 years in a row, they did a fundraiser with me where if people came to the restaurant between 4 and 8 on a Tuesday night, and they said they were here for my Out of the Darkness team, then he donated, I believe it was 20% of each sale. And he ended up donating about $200 each time, which was awesome. And so I used that motivation to start doing fundraisers at the dance studio I work at. And I am a dance instructor. So we would have pop-up events where, in the winter, we themed it come out and heat it up in adult jazz, and it would be a $20 donation for the class. So then I would get donations that way too. My friend Matt is a hip hop instructor in New York City. He's amazing. He's worked with multiple amazing choreographers, and he just has an incredible resume. So he would come. We did a fundraiser with him twice. Not twice. I think it was 4 times. He would come to my dance studio that I worked at and do it. And then we would charge a little bit more because he's way more talented than I am. So it was a masterclass fundraiser. So then in 2019, I kind of wanted to take my fundraising to the next level. I wanted to do something a little bit bigger, a little bit more challenging, and that's when I had the idea for a benefit concert. I was trying to think about what is something that pulls me out of a dark time. If I'm upset or I am having a difficult time, what do I look forward to doing the most to take me out of that? And that was going to concerts. I love concerts. Concerts are one of my happy places where I can go and just forget everything and just be in the moment, be present, be with the artist that has captured me in that moment, and just have a good time. It doesn't matter what bills are due the next day. It doesn't matter who didn't text me back. It doesn't matter any anxiety or stress that I had had throughout the day. I shut it off, and I'm present in the moment in that concert. And that's what I wanted. And that's how we came up with the name Hold On Till Dawn. My friend Tyler and I thought about it for days, weeks, maybe even. This was 2019. This was like 5 whole years ago. But I said I want the name to resonate with, this is a night where just you want to make it till the dawn. You just want to hold on a little longer. If you can make it till the morning, then you're one step in the right direction kind of thing. And I think I kept telling him I wanted the name Dawn in it, and somehow we finally came up with Hold On Till Dawn. And so that's what it means. It's, if you feel like you can't make it through the night, just try to make it till the morning and go from there. So that's what that name means. And the process of planning it was a challenge because it started in the fall of 2019. I reached out to local venues near me. I'm right outside of Philly, so I was looking in the Philly area, but Philly venues did not want anything to do with me. They did not respond. So I heard an advertisement on the radio for the Queen in Wilmington, Delaware. They were promoting Hanson. And I was like, okay, I need to look that up. So I went home, looked it up, and I was like, this venue looks great. And I actually had seen an artist there in that smaller space before. I believe it's called the Crown Room. And I was like, that space is perfect. That would be awesome. So I reached out to them, went to see it, loved it, booked it, and we were on our way. So once the date was booked, I picked September because it is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and I wanted to connect that to the concert. So we booked the date, and then in January, after the holiday, I wanted to start reaching out to musicians. My friend Autumn, who has run convention companies, was helping me. She sent me like what she would draft an email to talent, and so I used that template and I started emailing. The first musician I booked was Johnny. He is friends with Tyler, and since Tyler helped me come up with the idea, Johnny was the first musician in mind for me. So I knew I didn't want to do this without Johnny, and I'm so lucky to have had him for 2 of my concerts. So Johnny was set. Then it was time to come up with the other musicians. And I believe that Margie was the next one I emailed. And she said yes, like almost immediately. So that was exciting. I then booked, I think maybe Tiffany was the next one, Tiffany Houghton. And then maybe it was MKTO. Or Louis Knight, and then MKTO. So everything was booked, everything was set by March 5th. I believe it was March 5th. March 5th, which was 6 months before the concert. The concert was set for September 5th, 2020. You know where this story is going. Tickets went on sale. I was so excited. And then COVID. And everything shut down. And we waited out a couple months. I say we, really me. And I was like, maybe it'll get better. No. So in June of 2020, I decided to postpone the show. Did I do a whole year? I can't remember if it was... Maybe I rescheduled it to May of 2021 because I thought that things would get better by then. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I wanted it to be September or May. Like, that was important to me. So we tried for May of 2021. Things were still not looking great. And I had to keep reaching out to the musicians to see if they were okay with moving things around. And obviously nobody knew what was going to happen. So it was hard for them to commit either way, because they're like, I don't know where my life is going to be in 6 months from now, especially with what's happening with the world. So we did postpone it to May of 2021. I don't think every artist was on board. I think a couple of them were questioning it. And then a couple months later, like after the initial date passed, September of 2020 passed, and then I realized that the spring probably wasn't going to work either. So I was like, you know what, I'm not messing with it. Let's push it an entire year. So we rescheduled it to May of 2022. And it worked. It stuck. May 14th of 2022 was the first Hold On Till Dawn benefit concert. And we were able to still have Tony from MKTO. Unfortunately, no Malcolm. Louis did not participate, and Tiffany did not participate. But everybody else that was on board was still on board. We were able to still have Margie, Johnny, Tony, and then we got Sadie Lee, who was a local act from Philly. So that was exciting. So yeah, the 2 years of planning that was absolutely challenging, but totally worth it in the end, because everything came together. We had a wonderful night. I couldn't have asked for anything better. It was everything I had dreamed of and more, really. The night went so smoothly. There was a race earlier in the day that was kind of made things tricky in the morning, but we'll have a whole other story for the first Hold On Till Dawn concert. This was just about planning it. But yeah, so it was a lot of hard work, and I think, yeah, going into it, I knew how much work it was going to be, and so I think it was exactly what I had pictured, from booking the venue to booking the artist to making it happen. But it was worth it, and it was great, and I'm so grateful for everyone that was able to be a part of it. COVID didn't bring us down, it only made us stronger. That's what I chose to believe anyway. So, yeah, that's about it. I can't wait to talk more about the first show, because it was so much fun, and I'm hoping to get some of the artists on this podcast to talk about their experience and their music, and it would just be really fun. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for listening. I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Our website is holdontilldawn.com, and our email is holdontilldawn@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at holdontilldawn and on Facebook at Hold On Till Dawn Benefit Concert. See you next time.